At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you all had a fantastic start to what is the final trading week of the year. Welcome. The sell-off in Tesla intensifies. The stock is now down almost 13% today. The sell-off is continuing here after hours for Tesla as this stock just continues to plow for all of my friends up there in that Buffalo region, plow through support levels. This is the worst day that you've had in Tesla, going back all the way to April, and then you got to go back to really 2020 to really find a worse day for Tesla stock, as the stock is now down over 70% from its all-time high. It is down nearly 70% from just on the year today, and the stock is down nearly 50% just in the past 30 days. This stock is just continuing its downside slide, now printing towards 107. And the question starts to be had about, what about margin calls, right? What about margin calls? What's going on? What about all of the shares that were put up for that Twitter deal? What about margin calls? Is this just complete panic selling? Where is the stock going to find its bottom? Guys, I keep looking. I am looking for any type of bottoming sign on Tesla, and I still don't see it. There's nothing in this price action that tells me the stock is bottoming. It just continues to plow through levels. There's no price action that tells me that we're getting some upside here. And I'm looking for it. You know, I talked to you guys last night on my live stream. I said that 115, 112, that's an area I'm going to look to see. That's a support level for Tesla. It's a big level of support. Maybe you get a bounce and reversal off that level. You gap down into that zone today, and there was just no life. There was no life down at that level. There was no buying pressure at that level. Nothing in the price action said, okay, it's time to get long. Still don't see it. And I'm looking for it. Trust me. When I see it, I'll call it out. I'll let you guys know. But for now, it still looks like more downside as the stock is now trading down almost $2 further to the downside from where we closed. We closed around 109. Now here we are sitting down at 107.15, 107.20, 107.45 now. And a little bit of a 50-cent bounce there on Tesla. Nothing really to write home about. That is for sure. As the stock is now continuing to just drift itself and plow through these support levels. But what does it mean then for the stock going forward? We're also going to be talking about, you know, the overall markets today. It's a quiet day in the overall markets, an inside day. Inside day means you stay beneath the prior day's high and you stay above the prior day's low. We just basically had a nice little consolidation inside day today in the overall markets. But what does it mean for the next couple of days, the final trading days of this year? 2022 has been absolutely crazy. I think 23 is going to be even crazier. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And for those that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that's available to the retail trader and investor today. You're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, folks. You've come to the right place. And we're going to have a real nice discussion here today. We're going to have a real nice, open, honest, and transparent discussion. So you guys want to make sure that you're giving me your undivided attention here on this live stream. I do these 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday, right here for free. Myself, other professional trading mods from True Trading Group, as well as special guests, drop golden nuggets and give you free lessons and education that can help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. So make sure you take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, share this stream on your own social media. We'll reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you care about anything it is that I talk about on these live streams? Am I going to be right 100% of the time? No. But did I figure this stuff out in my mother's basement? No. I've been doing this, guys, for about 17 years, and I started my career working at a hedge fund in New York City. I went through a 3-month educational training program while there before they let me touch $1 of their money. That is how I learned how to become a trader. I learned professionally, taught by professionals. No gimmicks, no special secrets that you're going to see online, just hardcore professional level of education. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But that's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group. And along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 20-person staff, we have helped thousands of traders and investors to learn, trade, and profit consistently. You see, we've become the fastest growing and highest rated platform because we combine university level trading and investing courses, and we combine them with premium stock market tools. We do workshops and provide mentorship for stocks, options, crypto futures, for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and also long-term investing. We take that university level curriculum, same stuff I learned working at the fund in New York, and we combine it with over $5,000 worth of some of today's top financial and stock market tools. These are tools that successful traders use to get access to more information that lets them make better decisions, that increases their chances of success. If they use them, you should too. The problem is they'd cost you around $5,000 to $6,000 if you were to pay for them on your own. It's a lot of money for someone that's just trying to find their way and get started and trying to make some money into the markets. Not a lot of money for the professional trader, not a lot of money for the trader that's been trading for 20 years that already earns a very handsome living doing so. A lot of money for someone that's just starting out. That's why we as a company have spent years building relationships with Benzinga, Quote Media, TradingView, Trade Ideas, some of the best companies that are out there so that we can offer their products on our platform at no additional cost so that you guys do not have to pay the $5,000 or $6,000 to get access to the tools, but are still able to use them. That is how we level the playing field for the retail trader and investor, not to mention give you access to the entire True Trading Group family. Over 10,500 members that are the most helpful, educated, supportive, and successful community of traders and investors you'll ever find. And of course, you get all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the other professional traders at TTG that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst all of us together of just around 80% now going on the last 2 years. So again, if you guys are new to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. We're going to have a really open discussion here today, folks, on this live stream. With 2022 coming to an end, people really need to sit back and really need to think about what it is that they are looking for 2023, what it is that you're trying to accomplish. What are your goals? Why are you here? Why are you on YouTube searching for stock market information? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? Are you trying to just make some good purchases in your long-term portfolio next year? Are you trying to figure out ways to generate some extra income because you're scared about what may happen with your job because everyone's talking about a recession? Are you trying to figure out if you should sell in your long-term portfolio right now because people are talking about a crash coming in 2023? What is it that you're trying to accomplish by being on here? Are you trying to learn a new skill, or are you maybe just trying to make a quick buck, trying to swing something crazy overnight, see what the hell's going on with Tesla? You're looking for the next big meme stock, mother of all short squeezes. What is it that you're looking for? Why is it that you're here? We're going to have a very open discussion about that here today on these live streams. And I already told you guys, if you were on my live stream last night, I'm very excited for what's to come next year. I'm very excited for what's to come. I think that, I'm praying for a stock market crash next year. If I'm right in my analysis, I think that we're going to have a little mild recession next year. That'll see the markets move to the downside in the first half of the year. And then you're going to be left with tremendous long-term buying opportunities. I don't think you're going to see these prices for many, many years, if ever again. There's going to be some stocks next year that I plan on buying that I don't know that you'll ever see those prices ever again. And that's why I'm excited for what I think is going to be one of the best long-term investment opportunities next year. You had one in 2020. You've got a bunch of companies here in 2022, and I think you're going to get more opportunities in 2023 to really deploy some of that capital that we've raised over the last year and a half in True Trading Group. We took profits in our long-term portfolio. We sold our long-term portfolio at the end of 2021, September and October, raised a bunch of cash. We've traded the market to the downside in 2022, and we're going to use a lot of that income and a lot of the money that we raised from selling portfolio in 2021 to then reinvest it back. Right? We've already started reinvesting into the long-term portfolio this year, and I still have some cash on the sidelines that I'm going to be deploying next year. And if I'm right with my timing and my analysis, it'll happen sometime in Q2 of next year. You'll see that the rest of that money get deployed into the long-term portfolio. So I'm excited for what's to come next year. I'm looking forward to it. Members of True Trading Group are learning. We're going to use that same playbook, the same playbook that's worked in 2022. Learn how to short, learn how to buy put options, learn about inverse ETFs, learn about the VIX, learn about the UBXY, learn about all these different instruments that can allow you to make money while the markets go down instead of just sitting back and being a victim of your long-term portfolio and watching the balance decrease. You can learn how to make money on the way down and then use that money when the dust settles to invest in the long-term portfolio, because I strongly believe that the next decade, there's going to be a new wave of technology companies that are going to be the unicorns. The unicorns are the stocks that are going to give you 10 baggers, where you'll make 10 times your money or more. I think next year you're going to have a chance to buy some of those companies at severely depressed prices. And I think that those are companies that you can buy, stash in the long-term portfolio, look back 10 years later and be like, wow. Similar to the way that investors looked back 10 years later that bought Apple, that bought Amazon, that bought Alphabet and just went, wow. Investors that bought NVIDIA and just went, wow. I think you're going to get that next wave. And the next wave is not going to be Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Meta. It's not going to be those companies. It's going to be a new wave. It's going to be a new generation of tech. And I believe that we're going to get those opportunities next year. That's why I'm so excited for next year. The volatility that we've seen this year, it's going to continue. That volatility equals opportunity for us as active traders. So I'm excited for what's to come. I'm not worried about the R word, the big R word, the recession. Not worried about it. Okay. I don't believe you're going to see something like you saw in 2008, 2009. Now, listen, I don't believe you're going to have something like 2008, 2009. I traded through that. I know the playbook. I've seen the movie. I've read the book, right? Of 2008 and 2009. Unemployment shot to 9.5% in 2009. You had the foreclosure crisis in 2010. Which was really the lag effect of everybody losing their job into 2009 and then not being able to pay their mortgage and then foreclosing in 2010. I don't think you're going to see that this year. The labor market, I just believe, is far too tight. It's far too imbalanced. And yes, it's going to soften as you get into next year, obviously. But I believe that that is going to act as a buffer or as a cushion so that it avoids the economy from going into any type of a severe recession. I think you're going to have a mild recession. I believe that that recession is going to reset equity prices for us to have really good opportunities. That's why I'm excited for it. Members of True Trading Group are excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Now, to help me have this conversation with you guys about what it is that you are looking for, what are your goals for next year, I'm actually going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group to have that conversation with you guys very openly. Everybody give a big warm ayo to Adam.
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. My volume was just down a little bit, but I just turned it up. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Perfect. All right, excellent. So what's going on, guys? Hope everyone's day is going well today. Right now, like Mike said, we want to have a really open and honest conversation with people. True Trading Group is growing as a business. We're growing. Our member base is growing, and one of the things that really got us to where we are today, and Mike, you correct me if I'm wrong, is really the ability and to be in touch with our members, to be able to know, to be able to grow a business, but despite how big it gets, continue to run it as a business that actually still involves itself with our members. And that's something that's extremely important to us. I don't know if you want to speak on that for a minute, but
yeah, I mean, it's extremely important to us. I mean, listen, when it comes to transparency and everything with True Trading Group, guys, like we always say, welcome to the family when you join True Trading Group. And when you join the family that is True Trading Group, I mean, you're not just getting the open transparency from obviously the moderators, but you're getting the desire for people to help you from not just mods, but from members themselves. Like people in True Trading Group genuinely care about the success of one another. You're not just joining a group and you're just another number, right? And you feel like no matter what you do, you're never getting access to the help that it is that you need, Right. So, this is when you join True Trading Group, you're joining a community of people that genuinely give a damn whether you guys succeed or fail.
Yeah. So for us, it's important to keep that going. One of the things that have happened this year is that True Trading Group has grown very quickly over the past couple years, and for good reason, right? And for really good reason. First off, I guess maybe let's start with a little bit of a poll. I'm going to put Joe to work today. Not that he doesn't work every day, but I'm going to really put him to work today. Joe, see if you can keep up with my blurbs to put on screen. But I want to know right now if any, and this isn't a sales, we're not getting into a sales pitch. I genuinely want to have a conversation about this. And yes, we will. I know Mike mentioned Tesla. We're going to continue to talk about Tesla. We're going to continue to talk about all these things. And this is going to be a shorter stream tonight. So bear with us. But I'd like to know how many people on here right now, whether you're a True Trading Group member or not, have been a part of another group like True Trading Group. If you have, type the number 1. If you've been a part of another group, another paid group that has courses, chat room, things like that, just another group, type the number 1 in chat if you could. I'm really curious to see how many of you there are. All right, so no, if you ever been part of another group, there you go. Ever been part of another group? Type number 1 in chat.
Wow, a lot of people, lots of people, a lot of number 1 coming through.
Yep. So, nope, that's too many, says Jim Knox. All right. What I would like to know is this. Everyone typing the number 1 in 2 or 3 words, or between 1 to 3 words, doesn't matter. Just not like a full thing. Just describe to us briefly what you were looking for by being in those groups. What were you looking for by being in those groups? What were you trying to obtain? What were you trying to get by being in those groups? All right, just sound off in chat. What were you trying to get?
Knowledge, value, education, learn by example. Education, learn how to fish, start making money, education, and edge up to learn. Education, knowledge, make money, learn how to not lose money, education. Superior customer service, foundational information needed to trade. experience.
And real quick, just so I don't waste anyone's time, I'm gonna put a quick poll in the chat. If you guys could answer it, that would be great. It'll give us a better idea of who's on here, so we can kind of tailor the conversation a little bit better. Literally, the question is, are you a current TTG member? Yes or no. Inside the chat, just select yes or no. The poll should pop up on your screen. Now, next part of that question is why. Why were you trying to get this knowledge? Why were you trying to obtain this education? Why were you doing this? Why were you doing this?
What's your why?
What is your why? Why were you doing this?
To make money, financial
learn how
wealth,
to trade, to support myself and my family, for my freedom,
freedom.
to be a better person and trader, financial freedom, leverage money to give myself more time with my kids, to make a better life, to pay bills. Profitable hobby after work, financial freedom.
Amen, Phil. To provide a better life for my family.
I'm all for it. I want puppies. More income to retire. Need to understand the big money to make money. Learn a skill and be independent. Fund projects. I
like that, Anthony.
Stop stupid losses. Been furloughed. Needed another revenue stream. To stop losing money. Create generational wealth. To make my principal job a sideline. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm not seeing in here, Mike? You know what I'm not seeing anybody type in?
To buy a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
To buy a Rolex.
Bro. Joe, get rid of that person right now. Somebody said something super inappropriate. But yeah, I have not seen anyone type in a Lamborghini yet. Not that there's anything wrong with Lamborghinis, but it is, but that's not what we're doing here. Okay, that's not what we're doing here. John Bianchi says to pay my meds, right? Learn to trade like Mike. Thought this was supposed to be about stocks, said Steve Delaney. This is about stocks. This has always been about stocks. It will always be about stocks, but we're literally having an open conversation with people. Okay? If you're, well, here, let me ask this. I'll just ask because I'm curious. How many people on this live stream right now are not a member of True Trading Group? Type TTG. If you're not on here and you're like, why aren't they talking about Tesla yet? Just type the letters TTG. Let us know that you're not a member yet. Let us know. All right? If you're not a member of True Trading Group, type TTG.
Why aren't they talking about Tesla yet?
John Beerbrun, Wayne Churchill, Andrew Puente, Bash, Trade Winner. Just type TTG in chat if you are not yet a member. Isaiah Whitfeld. So, yeah. DeLorean, not Lamborghini, ticker GMC. Absolutely. Dehay Sean Simonton, Mike Young, Luis Diaz, Nick TTG, Chrissy Anderson, TT. I think there's a handful of people that are like 40 seconds to 2 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you guys to understand what we're about to do. Yes, will there be money-making opportunities this week in the stock market? Yo, of course there is. There's money-making opportunities. What's the saying, Mike? There's always a bull market somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What we are talking about today specifically is there's only so many times that we're going to be able to come on here between now and the first of the year and talk to you guys and give you kind of like this pitch where we tell you great opportunity is coming next year. get excited. We've done that, and we're going to continue to do it. But we want to take a break for a second and be real with you guys. All right. Yes, we talk about the market on here. If you're new, stay put. What we're trying to do right now is something not a lot of other people try and do. We're trying to get an understanding of who you are. We're trying to get an understanding of why it is that you are here and how it is that we can better curtail this information for you. That's what we're doing right now. All right. So just, in case anyone's confused or anything else, that is what we are doing. Because it is important to us that we continue to do what we've done in order to continue to grow this community. And look, True Trading Group, we started end of 2016 with like 10 people. And today, handful of years later, we have over 10,500 True Trading Group members from literally every continent on the planet. So the way that we have done that is we have been able to do that by keeping it personable, by wanting to understand who you are, what it is you're looking for, and why it is that you are here. That is how we've been able to do that. Okay? So that is why it is important to us. Okay? That's why we ask. That's why we want to know. So yeah. The important thing that we asked earlier, so we just asked people, what their why was. We said, well, why are you on this live stream? And people were saying, oh, we're on this live stream because we want to get knowledge. We want to get information. We want to get, an advantage in the market, so on and so forth, right? And then we asked those same people, well, why do you want that, right? And obviously part of this is rhetorical. We understand that a lot of people want it because they want financial independence. They want to be able to quit their job. They want to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. They want to be able to not have to worry every time the word recession is mentioned in through the mainstream media. That whether we enter a recession or we don't enter a recession, whether it's deep, shallow, mid-grade, whatever it is, they know that they're going to be okay. Peace of mind and financial security are more, is more important than any Lamborghini, jet, house, or anything else. Very, very important. Because if you have those things, if you have financial security, if you have peace of mind, if you know your bills are paid, if you know you can afford certain, if you know you can afford your groceries and your gas and your car payment and your mortgage, then it becomes a little bit easier to mentally get your head around doing other things that will allow you to build generational wealth in the right way. And Mike can come on these live streams and people can come in these live streams day after day, and they can give you the best stock picks in the world. They give you the best stock picks in the world. They can give you all the inside information on what actually happens in the stock market. They can show you all the chart patterns. They can do all of those things. But it doesn't matter if you don't know why you're here. If you're not crystal clear of what it is that you're going after, if you don't have the right headspace, if you're not in the right headspace in order to take advantage of it. And so many people wait until, people get to New Year's Eve. Everyone's going to get to this weekend and they're going to think about, what can I do different next year, Mike? What can I do different? How can I make next year better? What are my goals for next year? Let's write them out. Let's do this, right? All this new year, new me, you're going to see ads for it everywhere. You're going to hear it talked about. This is all going to come, all of this stuff's going to come to a head, right? So it's like, well, what do you do? And it doesn't, one of the things that I've learned is that it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to wait till this weekend to think to yourself, well, what could I do differently in 2023? What can I start differently? Because a lot of times what happens is, here, watch this. Joe, get it ready. I'm gonna put it up again. But how many of you in here have made some amazing trades where you've made a lot of money from your trades only to lose it on the next trade. If you've ever traded and you've made a good trade and you made a lot of money on that trade, and then only to lose it or lose a big portion on the next trade or the trade after, but usually right around that time, type the number 1 in chat. I want to see how many people on this stream, whether you're a member or not, have ever had that experience, unfortunately. It's a lot of people that are typing the number 1 in chat right now.
Oh, yeah. It's actually not that hard to make money. It's hard to keep it.
Right. So if you're not a member or if you've been part of many different groups and you think to yourself, this is, I see all these other people making money, it's not possible to make money or whatever, and it's all scams. No, that's not necessarily true. It is 100% possible to make money. It's very possible to make money and to make a lot of money. The problem is that this isn't a craps table at Vegas. You could go to Vegas and you have a chance to make good money on a craps table. Trust me, I've done it and I didn't even know what I was doing. What you don't know, or what people struggle with, is how to keep it, how to keep the money they've made. How do you know if you made a good trade or if a broken clock was just happened to be right twice that day? How do you know? And that's real hard, man. That's real hard to get honest with yourself about. Yeah. To say, hey, yeah, this was me. I made this good trade for my analysis and I understood what I was doing. Or to say, hey, you know what? I got lucky today.
Yep.
I got lucky today, and I need to recognize that this was luck, and I need to understand what I'm doing before I blow all this stuff up. And unfortunately, not a lot of people catch that too soon. Unfortunately, not a lot of people catch that too soon. And the reason that we are bringing this up right now, the reason that we are talking about this right now, the reason that this is relevant right now is because Mike and I and a lot of our members, not because we said it, but because these people have learned something and they can see it with their own eyes. A lot of people know without a shadow of a doubt that next year you're going to get a continuation of 2022. 2022 was the year of the active trader. There was so many of our members made way more money than they ever made in 2021 or 2020 when they started this year because they learned how to trade a down market, because they understand volatility, because they understand how to use that volatility for their advantage, and because they understand how to hold on to what it is that they worked so hard for. How to do this the right way. And for those that are not members, I'll show you real quick. If you True Trading Group members, if you're making money this year in 2022 and you're becoming a better trader, type the $ in chat. Let these people know. I just want to prove a point because I can tell you that they're making money, but it doesn't matter what I tell you. Right? I'm the business owner. What am I going to come up here and tell you everyone sucks, everyone's losing money? Of course not. But let them tell you.
Always best for you guys to hear it directly from your peers and those that are in the exact same shoes that you sit in here today.
Yeah. These people are not gift-minded. They're not, they didn't have any other advantages that you particularly did not have. It's not like that. They just made a decision. All of these people in here realized point blank that the right time to do something different is never. You will always feel like you don't have enough money. You will always feel like you don't have enough time. You will always feel that if you just waited and saved a little bit more or something, that like you'll get more out of it. There is never the right time to do something different. And it sure as hell isn't January 1st. What's so special about that day? What's so special? I mean, other than the fact that you're probably hungover, hopefully you had a killer New Year's Eve and you were safe. But what's so special about that day? It's never the right time to do something different. But it's always the right time to do something different. If that makes sense, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. This is 2023. For the first half of 2023, you are all going to have a major opportunity to set yourselves up for long-term wealth, because you are going to be able to buy existing unicorn companies and the new unicorn companies, these companies that are going to go up hundreds of %. You're going to be able to buy these companies at a huge discount, right? At least that's the way that it is looking right now, and that is our opinion. That is our strong opinion. And True Trading Group, the way that it exists as a business, because we're a business and you want us to be a business, our members want us to be a business, because you want to be able to hold us accountable. In an industry of courses and crap and chat rooms where everyone's just interested in the quick buck and you're just a number to somebody else, you want us to be accountable for what you guys have paid. That's important. So because of that, we have based our entire business around our members' success, meaning that if our members are successful, they will support us, they will be here for a long time. You guys are not just some random number to us as far as like a membership, right? All these people typing today, I recognize 95% of them.
Yeah.
I don't know that many people in real life, but I know these people. And it's really important. It's really important that we do everything in our power, Mike, myself, the whole team, that we do everything in our power to help them take advantage of what is coming in the first quarter of 2023. Because what will eventually happen here is a return to normalcy. There is nothing normal that has happened in the stock market in the last year or 2 years. There's nothing normal. Quick survey. How many of you in here have been trading for longer than 5 years? Type the number 5 in chat if you've been trading and investing for more than 5 years. Type the number 5 in chat if you've been trading and investing for more than 5 years. Okay, a lot of people coming up in chat right now.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. Here's the next question. How many of you have been trading and investing for less than 5 years? Type the number 4 in chat. Type the number 4 in chat if you've been trading and investing for less than 5 years. Look how much faster the 4 comes in.
Yep.
Now watch this. I'll show you another magic trick. Type the number 3 in chat if you've been trading and investing for under 3 years. If you've been trading and investing for under 3 years, type the number 3 in chat. Watch this. Look at that. What? So here is my point. Okay, maybe you're wondering, well, what the hell is the point, right? Here's the point. Y'all don't know what the real market looks like. You guys have no idea what this is actually supposed to look like, and I assure you that this is not it. The volatility that you are seeing in the markets right now, the price action on the SPY, which is essentially trading like an OTC penny stock, which is wild, man. Wild. That is not normal. It will not be normal. It will not be the new normal. And don't take my word for it. Anyone that's been trading for over 5 years, am I lying or am I telling the truth? True or false? Are the things that I'm saying true or are they false? For anyone that's been trading over 5 years and you've seen the markets, is it this volatile normally? Is this what happens normally? No, of course not. You don't have to listen just to me. There's other people that have been around a long time too. The point I'm trying to make is that there's a very limited window left. If you've been listening to the wrong people, if you've been taking your advice or you've been taking your guidance from a Discord chat, if you've been following somebody on Twitter and you got smoked, on something, if you've lost a bunch of money listening to the wrong people, the point that I'm trying to make is that the point I'm trying to make is, unfortunately, you've lost a good amount of time. You've lost a good amount of time. Now, not that the stock market is going anywhere. The stock market is not going anywhere. But it ain't going to be this exciting.
Yeah.
You're not going to see so many people come on here day in and day out and day in and day out on all these YouTube finance channels talking about mother of all short squeezes and things moving up 1,000% a day, like, the SPY jumping. You're not going to see that. What you're going to see is a return to normalcy. And that's fine. It can still be exciting. But it's not going to be what it is now. And the thing of it is that it's been like this for a little while. You're not going to have this. You're not going to have this going into the end of 2023. So you have a short window to take advantage of what's left. You saw markets like this that happened in the dot-com bubble, the 2008 global financial crisis. You saw markets that were, I don't even know if they were volatile like this, but I'm just thinking of like other extreme examples of volatility.
Yeah. 2022 has been, as a whole, the most volatile year in the history of the stock market. And that's just based on, the S&P moving more than 2% up or down in any given day, more times. It's like 24, 25 times, something like that this year, which it blows away, every other year prior in the past. Yeah, sure. You've had moments of higher volatility, like the March crash of COVID was just the most volatile action that I've ever seen, but it only lasted for like 2 months. So as a whole year, 2022 is the most volatile year I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, you had the crash of 2008. Okay, that was intense volatility, but it only lasted a few months. The crash of 2020, it only lasted a few months. 2022, you've had intense volatility to the downside and to the upside for the entire year. And the size of the moves that you're getting are not normal. You're not going to see that type of volatility once the market settles down and this bear market finishes itself. Because if you look back at every single other crash that you've ever had in history, what always follows a bear market is what? A bull market. Every time you have a bear market in history, it is followed by a bull market. And when you return back to the normalcy of a bull market and you get 9%, 10% gains in the S&P 500 year after year, the size of these movements, they settle down. So if you guys have spent the last 2.5 years, okay, what has been an insane volatile market, listening to the wrong people, okay, looking for the mother of all short squeeze, trying to cut corners, holding on to positions where you're down 90% on MMAT, if you're still somehow long MMTLP, stuck in a halt, if you're still on AMC or you're still holding on to APE or Robinhood or Palantir or Clover Health or GNUS or Wish or Bed Bath and Beyond or any of these other meme stocks that were supposed to go to the moon, and you sat back and you let this opportunity fly right past you because you continue to listen to people that are giving you a complete lack of actionable information, and they're just treating the stock market like a casino. And if that's what you want to do, then over time, you're going to do nothing but lose money because that's what happens in a casino.
Right.
Stock market is not a casino.
Right. So the point I was trying to, and that's very true. And the point I was trying to make is from before is that our success as a company is based on your success. So we know that there's a limited amount of time because we've seen this movie before. We know what is. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see what's laid out in front of everyone here, right? And this is not necessarily bad. I mean, the stock market existed way before the last 2 years, and people still made money, and you'll continue to make money. It just won't be like it is now, right? It'll be a lot, it just won't be as exciting. I don't know how else to explain it. But what you have to understand is that in June of this year, right? Where you bought into your
June.
Okay.
June 17th.
In June of this year, on June 17th, you had an amazing buying opportunity for your long-term portfolios, and you had another one a couple months earlier, and then you obviously had one in 2020 during the COVID crash. Okay? That is because of this market volatility. What happens going forward is that volatility is going to slow down, but not before, in our opinion, there's another leg down to the market. Okay? Not before there's another leg down to the market. So that means that if you do not have a long-term portfolio, or if you're upside down on things that you maybe bought a lot higher, you're going to have a real chance here if you know what you're doing and you know how to trade the volatility for for what is left of it. You're going to have a real opportunity to use that money to trade, to then build up capital to invest long term. Because this is going to go back to normal. This is going to go back to normal. And this isn't one of those things where you want to start, January 1st, but then January 1st turns into February 22nd because you didn't have the money, and then it turns into something that turns into something, and then you blink and it's another missed opportunity. And then, 5 years later, somebody that you knew was able to take advantage of it and you were left holding the bag again. It doesn't have to be like that. And I'm not saying that True Trading Group is the end all be all and we have all the answers and everything. And we got some damn good traders, and we got, we got a one of a kind platform. We give you $5,000 worth of professional tools to use from Benzinga, Quote Media, ETNA, CBOE, TradingView, all of their premium products you get as part of your membership when you sign up. But aside from that, we're not the end all be all. But it behooves us as a business. It behooves us as a business for you guys to understand what is in front of you, so that you could take advantage of it. Because the more there was a lot of traders that came into a lot of traders and investors that came into the market since 2020. And for us, that has been amazing for business. We need those people to stay. The only reason they have to stay is if they're doing well and they're making money and this is profitable and fruitful for them and their families. If it's not, and everyone gets burnt out and blows themselves up on garbage, it doesn't do this business any favors. And I'm just talking to you from a logical point of view. From a business logical point of view. Your success matters because you are more than a number, and we need you to do well. With that said, not everyone's going to do well. Obviously, there's no such thing as 100% success rate. I wish there was, but there isn't. So to think that you're going to sign up for True Trading Group or any other company or course, and that you're going to get you're going to get the secrets to the stock market, or that one stock pick that's going to fix your financial situation, all of that is crap. It's all crap. We're not very sexy when we talk like this, but but we tell you the truth. And we tell you the truth because we've seen it. We've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of people come through True Trading Group. We've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of people become successful. And we've seen people lose money too. But we understand why these people are successful, and we understand why these people lose money so that we can curtail what it is that we are doing to give you a better chance, which ties right back into this is why we're having this conversation. Because we want you to have the best chance possible to do well going into the new year. Okay? That is important to us. So,
amen.
Mike, go ahead. Talk to me about Tesla. Break it down.
Yeah, guys, let's talk about Tesla here for a little bit. You know, this stock is so severely oversold from a technical standpoint, but you just can't step in front of this thing. You know, this thing has just been an absolute freight train, a tsunami, an avalanche, whatever you want to call it, to the downside. And it is just plowed through support levels. You had a big support level today, and this thing just plowed right through it. You know, I'll take you to just a 3-minute chart so you can see that level kind of a little bit more, just so you can see price action. And it's this 115. You know, you drop down to this 115 level here early in the morning, you can see it was battling this area. You can see for about an hour, it was really sitting on this level, trying to hold it. And then it finally just surrendered it. It surrendered it. You had the increase in volume on the break that confirms the level's broken when you get the increase in volume. And then you could not get back above it. And then it just drifted into oblivion going into the close. And now it's trading here after hours, even lower, down back underneath 108. We closed at 109. Now we're 107.80. Went all the way down to 107. So you're a little bit of a bounce off of 107 right now, but 107 is not a significant support level. You know, the stock is just continuing to bleed out. You know, when people have asked me, you know, about Tesla and what my thoughts are with this name, I would have thought, and because the people have been asking me about this obviously for the last like week or so, I do not have an open position on Tesla. I mean, we've made really good money short Tesla. We shorted Tesla in November. We went after Tesla. We went after Tesla again in like earlier in like the early middle of December. But I'm not on the short all the way down here at these levels. I'm actually surprised that Tesla has gotten this low this quickly. Guys, this stock is down almost 50% in 30 days. You realize that this stock was $200 on December 1st? It was $197 on December 1st. It's December 27th. It's 108. That is a massive decline in an extremely short period of time that has nothing to do with an earnings release or a major piece of news catalyst from the company. Yeah, there's been all these little headlines that have been, you know, just rolling this sentiment over on Tesla and, you know, production cuts. There was the issue with the $7,500 price cut for Model 3 and Y. You know, there are all these little headlines that have been just bleeding out the sentiment and making investors bail on this. And of course, everything happening with Twitter and the distractions with Twitter, that's changing and shifting sentiment in Tesla as well. And this thing is just plowing through these support levels. I would have thought 115, you would have got a bounce. Once I saw you couldn't bounce off 115 today, I still have not tried this thing long. I have still not even, I've not bought this. I've not gone after call options. I haven't bought the stock. I haven't done anything on the long side because I haven't seen anything that tells me the stock is ready to turn. There's been so many instances over the last week when the stock got to really significant levels of support and there was no price action showing that that level was going to hold. This is a pure example when you look at a stock like Tesla, what I consider a lazy stock. What I mean by a lazy stock is when a stock reaches a support level, you want to see, and this is a lesson that I've gone over. This is a message that I've gone over a lot, okay, with members of True Trading Group about how to tell the difference between strong support and weak support. A stock that's on a strong support level, all right, a stock that's on a strong support level, you'll typically like to see that support level, the stock get off of it very quickly. I'll just draw a line across my screen just for education purposes. Let's just say that, like right here, this line, let's say that's a major level of support. If that's a major level of support, you'll want to see the stock get off of that level quickly, right? You're going to want to see it get off that level quickly, and that'll show you the buying pressure. But if the stock just sits on this level like this, right, it's just sitting on that level. Where's the buying pressure? If that's a big, strong support level, then the stock should do this quickly if this is a strong support level. Every single time the stock has reached a key level of support, it's gone lazy. And you saw that today, right? Like you go back today, well, let's go to that 115 level that I had talked to you guys about. I talked about this in the live stream yesterday or last night, right? There's that level. See how you got down into that level of support and see how the stock just sits on it? Really recognize the price action. You see how you're just sitting on the level? No signs of a turnaround whatsoever. Now, what you would want to see if that was going to be a support level, then when you got down and you tested 115 right there, you would want to see the stock do this. You'd want to see a nice, strong reversal off of that level. That shows you the buying pressure at 115. That is an example of a strong support level, not what you're seeing. This is a weak support level where when a stock gets to that support level, it's not holding because there's necessarily very aggressive buying. It's just that maybe the selling pressure has slowed down. And that's when you get what I call lazy stock, which is it's sitting or it's laying on top of a support level rather than touch and go. Touch and go. That's you're going to get down to a support level. The buying pressure is going to be so aggressive, the stock shoots off it very quickly. I've been looking over the last 3 days for any type of price action on this stock that tells me that the selling is slowing down. I have not seen it. What I am looking for out of Tesla now, at some point, this is going to be a phenomenal long. Okay. Stocks don't just go down in straight lines. You're going to have a 2 to 3 day rally in Tesla. Yes, it'll be a dead cat bounce, but that doesn't mean it can't be an unbelievable trade where you can catch easily $20, $25, $30 of upside. This stock, when this stock bounces, could easily bounce 30, 40% in a matter of a week. That's the type of bounce that you can get from this stock once it actually turns around. But trying to pick that bottom and stepping in front of this selling pressure, you're trying to catch a falling knife. And what happens when you try to catch a falling knife? You get cut. So I've stayed away from this for this potential long. But I'm telling you guys all now, I am looking for a long opportunity on this stock. And I'm looking for maybe an exhaustion gap. Now, this is a lesson that we went over inside of chat today, inside True Trading Group. What is an exhaustion gap? How do they work? Okay. An exhaustion gap will occur in Tesla when all of the people that are long the stock give up. They finally say enough is enough. People that are long on margin, they get margin called. They get a forced liquidation on their positions. And you get finally the people that want to sell Tesla, they just say, you know what? I don't care about the price of the stock anymore. I just want to get out. I want to get out now. You couple that with the margin calls where the broker they just sell the position for you without even, you agreeing to it, because they have that right. If you're on margin, they can liquidate the position for you without your approval. They can just liquidate it if you're not replenishing the margin call. When you get that, you get a gap down, and it's an excessive gap down where you gap far away from prior price action. And that creates a very big gap. Now, what happens at that moment is everybody that's been short the stock has now moved down far enough that they say, okay, wow, this is enough. I'm going to take profit. And all of those people that have been short and that have been adding on top of the selling pressure, and all the people that have been selling on the way down because they're panicking, they're finished. There's no more selling pressure. All the people that wanted out or had to get out, because that's what gives you that huge gap down. And the people that have been short now turn into net buyers because the short sellers need to cover their position. Now, from a dollar perspective, not from a percentage of float perspective, do not confuse the two. They are not the same. The most heavily shorted stocks in the market right now, dollar-wise, are Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla. Now, it's not an accurate depiction to say, oh, they're the most heavily shorted stocks, because you're automatically going to think, oh, like 50% of the float is short, or like GameStop, 100% of the float was short. It's purely dollar-wise. Like 2% of the float can be short on Apple, and that's a tens of billions of dollar position based on their market cap. So dollar-wise, Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, the most heavily shorted stocks in the market, dollar-wise. But the short percentage of Tesla, it's actually very low when you look at it as a percentage of the tradable float. But it's still a large amount of money. And when you get that short position says, enough's enough with this sell-off, let's take profit, and the selling pressure from the people that are panicking out and the forced margin calls, there's now no more selling pressure, and the shorts turn into net buyers. Then you get the day where you get this huge gap down. The stock then actually trades higher. That is an exhaustion gap. I've been waiting for an exhaustion gap because I personally love exhaustion gap plays. They're extremely powerful moves. Now, they're not considered high probability patterns because you are going against a clear trend. But the reward is so insane. Those are the type of trades where you can get 5-to-1, 8-to-1, 10-to-1, 15-to-1 risk reward. Because when you catch the reversal of the trend, it doesn't just last for an hour. It doesn't just last for a day. Typically, it lasts for 2 to 3 days, maybe even a week. And you get that snapback type of move. Same thing happens when you're looking at short squeezes. Short squeezes typically end with an exhaustion gap. And that's because of the exact opposite, where all the people that have been short, they get forced covered, their margin calls hit, they're forced to cover the stock. They just get out at any cost, any price. You get a huge gap up away from tradable price action. There are now no one left that is short that stock that has to cover their position. So now as the stock pulls back, there is no more buying pressure from short sellers covering their position. So you're removing that side of the market. And all the people that have been long the short squeeze, the stock gaps up so big, they say, wow, okay, I'm going to take profit now. Now all the longs, they then become net sellers. The short sellers are now out of the stock, and now the stock drifts its way back to the downside as the longs take their profit, and there's no more people that are short that are going to cover their positions into that to help bring the stock back to the upside, and the stock craters. Just as violently as it went to the upside, it craters to the downside. That's how most short squeezes end. That's an exhaustion gap to the upside. So I've been looking for this exhaustion gap to the downside on Tesla. I haven't seen it. I thought maybe we had a chance at it today with that 115 level because we did gap down underneath tradable price action today on Tesla, and we got right down to a key support level at 115. And I was like, okay, if Tesla's going to give me the exhaustion gap, today could be the day because you had a big gap down away from tradable price action. You got to 115, which was a key level of support, but then there was no buying pressure. There was no reversal. There was nothing there. And that's what I talked about saying to myself, okay, I'm not going after the long here because the stock is just sitting on this level. It's not ready to reverse. There's no price action that tells me this thing is going to turn back to the upside. So I didn't do it. Happy that I didn't because the stock went much lower. It's not ready yet. It'll be ready at some point. Okay. You have to go back and start looking at support levels now. Now that you broke 115, this level was huge. It's a huge level for this stock. And it just cut right through it today. This is previous resistance back from 2020. And then once that level broke, it then became resistance in the end of 2020. And then you had the massive rally, joined the S&P, right? Went to that, $1 trillion market cap. It had that huge move, okay, up to, post-split adjusted up to $420 a share, right? But prior to that massive move, this is a huge level for the stock, and we just cut right through it today. Now you start looking at where's your support levels now. One level is like 103, 102. Then you have a gap entry at like 95, 96. And then you have 90. 90 is huge. If I saw a gap down to 90, I'm just going to buy it. I'll be buying it for, the potential just dead cat bounce. Not to say the stock can't go lower from a long-term portfolio perspective. I think it can. I think it will actually going into next year. I don't think Tesla's done going to the downside. I'm just trying to catch like a 2 to 3 day trade where the stock has been pulled down so much like a rubber band. Once that you release that rubber band, that thing shoots right back up to the upside. You can easily catch a 20, 30% move to the upside. And if I step in and I was to buy $98 a share and I'll be selling it at 130 all day long, all day long. You step in and buy a call option at $5 and it goes to 32, like all day long, right? That's the type of trade potential that there's going to be in this name. You just got to be patient for it. And then you got to have conviction to go after it, because when it happens, it's probably going to happen very, very quickly. And it could be coupled with the day that maybe Elon Musk comes out with a statement and says, I'm stepping down as CEO of Twitter. This is the person that's going to be replacing me. And I am focused on Tesla and the success of Tesla and this company. And it's going to be my main focus here, building this company to be the most profitable company that it can possibly be and to become the most profitable company in the world. And make a statement like that and to come out and say that I'm resigning from Twitter. That could be the catalyst that could cause that reversal and that shift in sentiment. And you can get maybe a 2 to 3 day rip to the upside. I'm looking for it. It just hasn't happened here yet. But those are the key support levels that we now have. Okay, so now that you broke 115, it's like 103. And then you're looking at like 95, 96, and then 90. Those are the next support levels that I see for this stock. Stock's trading to the downside, 107.70. We're down about $1.30 off of the close. So you just look for more downside. It is SSR. Stock's down more than 10% in a day, which means, you can't just be pounding the bid short. You got to be shorting on upticks. So maybe that could give you a little bit of a bounce. But this is the stuff that I'm looking for regarding this stock. And if anything, to take from it, this is a really good lesson on just don't try to catch a falling knife. You can't get in the way of just an avalanche of selling pressure like this. The volume is just soaring to the upside. Some of the heaviest volume bars this stock has ever had. And it just continues to just drift itself down, cutting through a lot of these levels. So, I'm not stepping in front of it until I see that price action, guys. And I haven't seen it yet. But when I do, believe me, I'll let you all know. And when I do take that trade, I'm going to come on and I'm going to tell you that I took it. Okay. I'll come on and I'll tell you guys. That I took that trade. And it's going to be, listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be a ballsy one. But if I see the price action that tells me that there could be a bottom, a short-term bottom, I'm going to go for it. And I'll let you guys know when that occurs, but it's just not ready yet. So I hope that helps. That's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on Tesla. I hope you guys learned something right there on exhaustion gaps, how they work, why they're so powerful. And then also a good lesson there on strong support versus weak support. Right? So I hope you guys learned something from that.
All right, what's going on, man? So real quick, I can help you with this next part. All right. How many people here right now are still not a True Trading Group member? How many of you are not a member of TTG, but also not only not a member of TTG, but not a member of TTG and would like a free membership? Type TTG in chat. If you are not a member of True Trading Group and you want a free annual membership to True Trading Group, type TTG in chat. Let's see. DTNTC, Marcus Garrett, John Beedbrun, Andrew Puente. All right. Well, if there isn't a lot, then we'll pass on it. We'll save it for another night. But let's see. All right. Sean McDonough. Again, if you're not a member of True Trading Group and you want a free True Trading Group membership, go ahead and type TTG in chat right now. There we go. Mauricia Corso, BTK, the Realtor. All right. Here's what we're going to do. All right. Here's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to give you guys a chance to win a free annual membership to True Trading Group. Okay? What you're going to do right now, everyone that's typing TTG in chat, everyone that's hearing what I'm saying, what I need you to do right now is go to TTGTHREE.com. That's TTG3.com. You will see this page. You will enter your name and your email. You will select, yes, I want this. Again, this is TTGTHREE.com. That's TTG3 spelled out. You got to do it now, though. Okay? All right. And then once you click, yes, I want this. Just waiting on Joe. All right, cool. It'll reload, the page will load, and then you will be taken to an application page, and you need to fill out the application. Joe will demonstrate right now. Select your answers on there. We have an application because our trial, Mike, maybe you want to explain why we have an application.
You guys, there's, we have a trial for an application for our trial. We value the quality of the chat room that we maintain inside a True Trading Group. I mean, there's a lot going on during the day, and we're focused, and we're all trying to make money, and we like to keep that chat room as, as quality as we possibly can. And we want to make sure that people, when they join True Trading Group, there is a certain type of person that's joining True Trading Group, where you're not just joining just to, hey, I'm looking for what's the next mother of all short squeezes. No, if you guys really want to actually learn the proper way how to do this and want to actually learn a skill that you can take with you for the rest of your life, then True Trading Group is for you. If you're looking for the next chat room pump or, mother of all short squeeze, True Trading Group is not for you. So we have this trial just to make sure that you guys are in line with the TTG community and the standards that we uphold in the True Trading Group community. And that's why we have that application process.
Right. So once you answer your questions, if you're approved, then it's an instant approval or rejection. If you're approved, you get taken to our final page where you will pay $3. The $3 that you pay to sign up for our trial membership, this is a non-recurring $3 payment, right? There's no auto upgrade. When the trial membership expires, it simply expires and you are never ever charged again. The $3 is so that we know that you're a real person. That's it. So when the trial membership expires, you are never ever ever charged again. All right, ever. So please go ahead and do that. If you really feel like your trial sucks and you want a refund, I'm more than happy to refund your $3 if that's what it'll come to, but I don't think that'll be the case. But yeah, nothing gets automatically upgraded or renewed. Okay. All right.
Yeah, folks, we're charging $3, like I said, just to make sure that you are, in fact, a real person. It's a one-time payment. There's no automatic renewal. There's no reoccurring payment. It's a one-time payment of $3. You just go to TTGTHREE.com. That's TTG3 spelled out.com.
Yep. So, and tonight we're going to give away one free annual membership to any trial member that is currently in chat with us by 6:30. So it's 6:15 right now. We're going to wrap up this live stream. And then in 15 minutes, we're going to go into the live chat for True Trading Group. Now, that chat is currently open right now. So let me show you what this looks like. After you sign up for True Trading Group for your trial, this is what you will see. What you want to do is scroll down to the left, and you want to click on Main Chat Room. There's a big counter up here. Every couple days that you wait, the price goes up for the year. Tonight, we are going to give you a free membership, or one person a free membership, and that is for any trial that is in chat by 6:30. Now, the other thing to mention is that for everyone that does not win, because there can only be one winner, I am going to give you a steep one-time only discount, which will literally be take it or leave it to anyone that is in there, and then that is it. As you can clearly see, last night our price was going to $12.07, and for the first time in a long time, our price, even with coupon code TTG121, is exactly $12.07 for 45% off. So the price did go up. It's going to continue to move up again. But what we are going to do is we're not going to move it up tonight, but we want to give people the ability to sign up for the trial, have a chance at that free membership, and a chance at that discount. Okay? And that's it. If you've ever thought about joining True Trading Group, you're going to want to pay the $3 and get in that trial and get in chat right now. You're going to want to do that right now. We are very much trying to hook you guys up.
Yeah. I would take advantage of this, folks. So if you guys are looking to, if you've been wanted to join the teaching family and get yourself access to the platform and get yourselves ready and prepared for next year, now's the time to do so. Give yourself a shot at that free membership. Join the trial right now. It's $3, like I said, but you get 7 days of the trial, and it's 7 trading days. The weekends and the holidays don't count. So Saturday, Sunday, and the market's closed on Monday, guys, in recognition of the New Year's holiday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday do not count against your 7-day trial. You get 7 full trading days with us. So I would take advantage of the trial, join the TC family here, start your new year on the right foot, and give yourself a shot at that free membership. That's TTGTHREE.com.
Yep. We are going into the main chat room right now. We're going into the main chat room right now. It's 6:18. We will start at 6:30. Get your butts in chat now if you're a trial member. Even if you're an existing trial member, as long as you are in there. All right? Excellent. If you're watching this later and you were not able to make it in there, no problem. You can still sign up for the trial, or you can save 45% by using code TTG121 at checkout. But this is for the people that are on the live stream right now. All right, Mike, I'm going to go in chat. We had, oh, wow.
What's up?
No, we had 38 people signed up for the trial right now.
That's great, guys. That's excellent.
So just make sure that you actually log into chat, though, because I only see 2 trials in chat.
Okay, so guys, you got to get into the chat room, right? I don't know if you guys, I don't know, Matt, you want to maybe show them the how to log themselves in, just so they can see on the screen exactly how to get into main chat. But want to make sure that you guys are able to get inside to the main chat. So once you log into your trial member dashboard, you'll see there a tab that just says main chat room. You click on that, it pulls you right inside the main chat room. All right, so
I'll share my screen. Hang on.
Yeah. This way, you guys take a look at Adam's screen, follow along so you can see exactly.
Right here. So on the left-hand side under chat rooms, just click main chat room, and then it will open up the chat. Go ahead and do that right now. All right. There's 38 people that signed up. There's 3 trials in here right now. You have to be in chat in order to do this.
Yeah, guys, if you want a shot at that free membership, it'll just be for those people that are inside of that chat room starting here at 6:30.
Okay. Okay, cool. Mike, I'll let you finish it up. I'm going to hop in chat.
Cool. Awesome. All right, guys. So that's if you guys are interested in that free membership, right? Like we said, what I can do now is I'll show you guys actually the platform that is True Trading Group real quick. Actually, if you guys, honestly, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna head on into the chat right now with all of our trial members. Does anybody have any questions before I do kind of cut things off and go and head into chat with all the new trial members that we've just got? And wish you guys all good luck to try to win that free membership. Does anybody have a question for me before we do kind of wrap things up here today? Anybody have a question for me? If it's Tesla or an individual stock, anything in particular? Now is the time to ask, folks. Don't be shy, folks. Just fire away. Type your questions in chat. Wondering if you see Apple or Microsoft dropping 50% like the other mega cap techs. You know, no, I don't. I don't see Apple dropping. In order for Apple to drop 50% from its high, it's got to get to $90. And I don't think Apple gets to $90. I don't think it gets to 90. In order for Microsoft to drop 50%, do I think that is something that is possible? I mean, you got to get to 170 from 340. I don't think it 170. I don't think so. I don't think so, Music Man. I don't think that we're gonna get that big of a decline on those names. I don't think you're gonna get it. You know, I mean, I'll listen. I'll tell you this. I'll be buying those stocks long before. I'll be buying those stocks long before they get to those prices. I mean, something would have to seriously go wrong in order, I think, for those, in order for those prices to be met, or in order for those prices to be reached. I don't think we're going to get there. I don't see it. I don't see Microsoft at 170. I mean, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. It's a great question, though, but I'm going to say no. Do you see any bounce in the SPY before the year end? Listen, if you get over 383, you probably move higher into the end of the year. I mean, you only have 3 trading days left. It's, you know, I mean, but this 383 level is such an obvious level. If you take a look at my screen right now, I'll draw a line across 383, right? And it's the highs of the day today. It's the highs of the days on Friday, and it's the high of the day on Thursday. So you've got 3 consecutive trading days where it's the high. And then if you go back to the 21st, Wednesday, it's the low of the day. So you literally have low of the day on Wednesday, high of the day on Thursday, high of the day on Friday, high of the day today. 383 is a very, very big level for the SPY as we're sitting, you know, sitting in this little range before we finish out and get to the end of the year. Right. So if the SPY can get above this level, then yeah, I think you can probably just trade higher into the end of the year, and you probably get a bounce back up into this region. And I'll be looking to be long a lot of different stocks for quick trades. If that is the case, and you'll probably get yourself back up to, you know, maybe 387, possibly even 388 before the year comes to an end. And then that's the level that I talked about yesterday on the live stream, where I thought maybe we can get a bounce into this region that you see right here. And that takes you into the 50 and 100-day moving average. And that's a beautiful spot that I think the markets can finish out the year and give you a little move that looks like something, give you something that looks like this over the next 3 trading days. You get a day that looks like this, then you get a day that looks like that, and then you get a day that looks like this. right? And this is how, you know, the market may finish out the year. This is if you get over 383, right? This is if you get over 383 and the markets maybe finish out, you know, the year something like this. All right. And that's how you finish out the year, something that looks like that. And that's what I think is very realistic. But I'm really focusing on 383. You know, if the SPY opens up tomorrow and we're under 383 and you push up to 383 again, fail, and then roll back over, I'm going to still be trying to short stuff. I'm still going to be trying to short stuff. But if you get a gap up tomorrow above 383, this is my game plan from coming into today. I said this in the live stream yesterday where I said, hey, if you gapped above 383 today, watch for pullbacks into 383 for it to be support. You didn't gap above 383 today. You just sat at it. You opened right at 383, pulled back, and you stayed underneath it the whole day. So you're still not above it. You got to get above it. Once you're above it, I'll look for the long into the end of the year. All right, folks, that's all. All right. That's all that we've got here. Thanks for joining me on this live stream. I'm going to head on over into the chat room. Make sure you guys join the trial. TTGTHREE.com. It's a one-time payment of $3. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no recurring payment. It's just to make sure that you're a real person. TTGTHREE.com. Join the trial. Go to main trading chat room. Inside your member dashboard, it'll say main chat room. Click that. It'll take you in. We're going to be doing a giveaway for a free annual membership. All right. A free annual membership to one lucky trial member. So get your butts on over into the main chat room now. Thanks for joining me, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Smash that like button. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. My trial members, I'll see you guys inside of chat right now. Have a great night, everybody. Take